aka That Journey Chick, on Instagram. So, guess what? 23 days till Christmas. Today is December 2nd, 2020. Why did I have to think of the year? I don't know. So, I pulled this little ticket, 23, off of the end of the second row. Let me show you my progress here on this painting. You know, I'm not complaining because I really am enjoying it, but it's confetti. So it's not going as quickly as I had hoped, but my hopes are always like greater. I have great expectations, don't I? Anyway, here we are. And I'm happy with the progress. I just feel like I'm in this black hole where I just keep laying down drills and I feel like I'm like not getting anywhere. But so the bottom row is pretty much completed. I have some holes over in this section here that I need to finish up. So you see where 23 is, way over there. Yeah, I'm not even opening it up anymore. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm 5 sections behind my original timeline. But you know, I did work on some of this last night, again this morning. It's just a lot of confetti. I was so happy up here on the roofs because I'm like, oh yay, a little bit of a color blocking. Not much, but a little. But art, oh my God, it's just turning out gorgeous though. And I'm sure, you know, maybe once I get to the sky, that'll be a little bit, I'm hoping, a little bit more color blocking. I'm just in this area where there's a lot of color change. So I don't have a lot of angst over the fact that it's not going as fast as I wanted. I built a few extra days into here because the collab doesn't actually end till the 27th. So I have a few more days, which would put my 23 right here instead of right there. Anyway, it'll get done when it gets done, you know. Finish it February. I don't know. It is what it is, because I like to do other crafts. So last night I finished the hat for, I'm going to give it to Malia. Look at this. It is beautiful. This is where I combined on the loom. Oh, what happened there? It's fine. Anyway, I combined on the loom the two different yarns. One was this white or off-white 70% alpaca, and the other was this knobbly thing that you're seeing there. And I just think it turned out fantastic, and it's super soft. Malia likes a lot of neutrals, so, and I actually, the alpaca, I have 3 skeins of it. I only used 1 and still had some left over. And then the knobbly stuff, I had 2 skeins, only used 1 with some left over. So I'm going to make a scarf. I talked over with Nareda last night, and I'm looking at I'm trying to think what we called it. Anyway, it's a pattern. It's just, you see the alpaca coming off. It's just so cool, this hat. Yes, would I like one for myself? Of course I would, but it's Christmas. So yeah, Malia's getting that one and the scarf. Here's my hope for Malia though. She has this habit of leaving things and forgetting where she left them. There was one year at school, I think she went through 3, 4 jackets because she just would get up and leave them and never go back to find them or never go check lost and found. So the other question I have for you guys, and maybe you know the answer to this, is I've seen some people that can put tags on their hats, like saying, I guess that identifies that they made them. Where would I get something like that? Maybe Etsy. If you guys know, let me know, because I would like to add that to some of my hats. My daughter-in-law, actually, she works on the base at the, they call it a BX. If you guys are military related, you know what that is. It's kind of like a mini Walmart for the military. So she works there in a manager role. And out, before you go into the mini Walmart, they have like a little mall area. And I was invited to be one of the vendors. I could come any day I want, you know, just set up for a couple hours and sell diamond paintings or hats or, you know, whatever. I thought, well, that's a cute idea. I don't know if I could ever make enough hats for that. I have a quick loom that I could do some hats on. I have to play around with it, but I don't know. I have been so fatigued lately. I don't know. I just don't see it happening. You know, I came home from work yesterday. I put Tootsie outside about 20 minutes ago. She's still out there. And it's 6:30 and it's still 6:45, still pitch dark out. They said we won't see the sun today because overcast, raining, going into snow tonight. I thought there would be snow today, but no. The Florida part of me still gets a little excited about snow. The Wichita part, not so much. No. I'm wising up to it, yes. So, I'm just looking at this, you know, I pulled up how many days till Christmas because I'm so behind, I wasn't really sure, and these things keep falling off. And it also pulled up like 123 days till Easter. 358 days till Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day is in 74 days. I might have this done by Valentine's Day. Halloween is in 333 days. This is funny. It really is. So, are you guys excited about Christmas? I used to be. I have not put up one single Christmas decoration. I have just been, I don't know. Maybe if I put some up, I'll get in the mood. I don't know. So I'm good, you know, on Friday payday, I'm going to order that pink tree. And I will put that up. Because I'm kind of excited about that. I think that'll look pretty cool. And then I'll go through my decorations because I have a lot of stuff for a pink tree. Well, I usually just do a regular, you know, my regular artificial tree with a lot of pink decorations. But I'll see what will look good on the pink tree. Because I really don't want to buy any more decorations. So that'll be this weekend, and then maybe I'll be in the Christmas mood. So yeah, yesterday I left work, and as soon as I got in the car, the refrigerator guy texts me. He's got the part to my refrigerator. Can I meet him at the house? Yes. Okay. So I run home. Well, I didn't run. I drove. Can you see me running through Wichita? No. I drove home, and so he put the part in, and hopefully, you know, that little drama's over for now. You know, for the next couple of weeks until the next part on the refrigerator decides to break. I should knock on something, right? Particle board, wood, whatever. So, yeah, and then I went out in, before he got here, you know, he wasn't here when I got home, so I decided, you know, in my infinite wisdom, to go out in the backyard and pick up some of the larger branches that are, because this yard is just full of tree branches, because there's two huge mature trees in the backyard, and nobody had cleaned up the backyard for ages. So I go out, I start picking up the tree branches and piling them up, and he gets here, and so I may have spent 15 minutes doing that, but I was short of breath, fatigued like nobody's business. So when he's done, I take a shower, I lay down, and I go down and I go lay in the bed with the intent of, what was my intent? I was doing something on my iPad, fell sound asleep. Oh, I think I was watching Shalene. Fell sound asleep. So that tells you what time it is. You know, it was like 5 o'clock here, Central Time. 5 o'clock, sound asleep. Well, not sound asleep, because I can't fall sound asleep without my CPAP. I don't know if you guys wear CPAP, and you know how that is. You never sound asleep unless you have that on. But not for long, because then Jake wakes me up, because Tootsie wants in. Let me go let her in. She's knocking at the door. Come on in, babe. Come on. What a clever animal. I don't even know what I was talking about. Got drills everywhere. So I fall asleep during, Jake wakes me up. You know, I wasn't far into the nap, and Jake decides he needs water. His water dish is empty, so he's barking, and he is quite the demander. So I get up, make their dinner, make me some dinner. So then I'm up, yeah. For the duration. I watched, 3 episodes of The Vampire Diaries. It's so strange. I'm in season 7. And, there's all these, dream sequences, because they went into this stone. And I don't know. It's just weird. They have so far afield from the whole vampire thing. Like vampire stuff got too boring, I guess. So they had to go a different direction. I don't know. So anyway, Caroline is, still pregnant. So she hasn't had her babies yet, but I think that's probably the next episode. And I didn't tell you guys, but the other night I started watching Dexter. I watched just episode 1. The first few minutes of it, if someone hadn't told me how good this show is, I would have turned it off in the first few minutes, because I don't enjoy, watching someone be murdered. I just, and they don't really show it, but they certainly give you the idea of what's going to happen and what does happen. So, but I said, okay, let me just get past that. I thought it was very interesting, the first episode. Now, I haven't gone back to watch anymore, but I will. I kind of want to finish The Vampire Diaries, because I've put it down and picked it up so many times, and there's only another 1.5 seasons or something, so I'm going to finish that, and then I'll go back to Dexter. I can't believe it is 7 o'clock in the morning, and it is pitch black outside. Pitch black. Unless my clocks are wrong. Oh, how funny would that be? You should still be in bed sleeping, Rebecca. I don't know why I got up so early today, because I really was up late last night. I told, I was talking to Narada, and I said, okay, I'm going to bed. Ended up coming out in the kitchen, cleaning the kitchen, emptying the dishwasher, cleaning the sinks, wiping down the counters. Came out here and diamond painted. What is wrong with me? I was listening to, Shawana has these YouTube music things. I listened to one that was for meditation in it, but it seemed to be like the same song over and over. So, or maybe that was just me. I don't know. I felt like I was listening to the same song over and over. And then I put on some country, like some very smooth, relaxing country. That wasn't bad, country music. But then what did I do then? Then I went back to bed, and finally did go to sleep after watching part of the finale of the Great British Baking Show. I haven't watched the last part, so I don't know who won because it's in 3 parts. So I got to watch the last part to see who actually wins the show. But I have a feeling I know who wins. I lead a very interesting life, don't I? I do. And, I really wanted to start. I had finished this, watching The Vampire Diaries, and I really wanted to start that scarf, but I restrained myself. I thought, okay, I can do that today. Maybe when I get home from the doctor. Well, but I still have to work, at some point I got to get some work done, real, work. For my job. And I gotta go see that daggone knee doctor today. Oh my goodness. I just keep laying down drills, and it still looks the same. It looks like I haven't made any progress. And then last night I mixed up these 2 drills over here, and I got to sort them out. I don't know why. I should not diamond paint when I'm tired, but they're very close in color. Like one is 934 and one's 938. So, and I don't know if I mixed them up on the canvas, but I frankly don't care because they're so close in color. Like the difference between dark brown and dark brown. So yeah, it is what it is. Because nobody's going to get that close to, nobody's going to go up and go, oh, wait a minute, you used a dark brown instead of dark brown. So there. So let's talk about National Mutt Day. That's today. Now, what is a mutt? I guess under the definition of mutt, Tootsie would be considered a mutt because she is a mixed breed. And that's the definition of a mutt, a mixed breed. So Tootsie is half Rottweiler, half Bull Mastiff. So I have a pretty good mutt. They say they make, they're just as good as full breeds. They make very good pets, but they fill up the shelters, So it's just another day to bring attention to dogs that are in shelters. This is a day to go visit the shelter and see if you want to get a dog for Christmas. Come on, you do, narrator. You want a dog. Go ahead. You can do it. Go. Actually, since this whole quarantine, work at home thing has started, since it started last March, but the shelters have emptied out. Hasn't been a big issue. People are finding that this is a good time to adopt a pet, to acquaint yourself with the pet, get them house trained, if they're young. So I don't think the shelters are overrun with pets right now, but you want the dog. Go. It even crossed my mind. Do you want another dog, Rebecca? And then I thought, no, Jake just woke me up because his water dish was empty. I do not want another dog because Jake will teach him his bad habits. And then Jake will pass away and I'll have another dog that's demanding because Jake will teach him everything he knows. Oh, I'm crazy, aren't I? What symbol was I doing? Oh, this square here. Oh, this canvas is 53 colors. Holy moly. And I think I have used all 53 colors just in this area. Or I will use all 53 colors. It's amazing, huh? Like, when you think about a scene in your life, like just looking out the window, like how much color is in our life. Just in this room, because I have all these diamond paintings, like how many colors is all this? All this yarn, all these diamond paintings, the gnomes, like this is thousands of colors probably. And this is what your eye sees every day. Yet I'm freaking out about 53 colors on a canvas. Oh well. Oh my gosh, I have to just digress for a minute here. You guys were amazing yesterday with your comments, and I so appreciated it. You know, every now and then I get a little emotional. You know, I've gone through menopause. There's no more PMS. But every now and then I have a very emotional day where, you know, things just bring tears to my eyes. Especially when you guys are so kind to me, and your comments were very kind. And oh my God, I need a manicure. Well, that was a squirrel, wasn't it? But I just want to thank you guys. I mean, I have some amazing subscribers. You know, I may not have as many subscribers as, you know, Rachel Ray or Stitcher Reeser or whatever, but I have amazing subscribers. You guys are awesome. So there you go. So you want to know about this day in history? It's an interesting one. And I hope it did not affect anyone personally, because financially it ruined a lot of people. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, what exactly happened this day in history, but it had to do with the Enron Corporation. Like what am I saying? Like this day in history, what happened with Enron? So that's what I'm trying to figure out specifically. So I can tell you. Like I read up on it, and then I still have to look to see what it was. Okay, so what, December 2nd, oh, they filed for bankruptcy. So this company, oh my God, you know, it was owned by this guy, Kenneth Lay, who was like this with the Bushes, you know, George Bush Sr. and Jr. And he hires this CEO, Jeffrey Skilling, and who is just a mastermind at manipulating the books. He figures out a way to write down future profits into their numbers. Like they could project anything they wanted. They could say, okay, we're going to, like for example, they bought this oil refinery in India. That turns out had no electricity to run the refinery and just never even functioned. But they wrote down $50 million in future profits from this refinery that never ran. But because they projected 50 million, that was on their books as 50 million in profits. So, I mean, this went on with this company. That was just an example of what this Skilling guy did. One of the other things he did was he had this scheme, you know, within the employees that everyone would be rated 1 through 5. And if you got a 5, you were let go. And it was a rule that 10% of the employees, when they were rated, had to get a 5. So there was a huge turnover in this company. And so the employees worked like dogs, like 18-hour days, because they did not want to get fired. A couple of the employees came up with schemes to put money into fake accounts, and the owner of the company, Kenneth Lay, actually wrote to these two employees and said, "Great job for making us money. Keep it up." Those employees went to jail later on down the line. But long story short, because it is quite a lengthy story, but people lost millions of dollars in pension. It put tons of people out of jobs. Pensions were gone. Kenneth Lay, during his pending the trial, because he was indicted on a lot of different charges. Pending his trial, he died of a heart attack, heart disease. And Jeffrey Skilling ends up, I think he got 24 years in jail. So, where do you think he is? Not in jail. Mm-mm. He got out after 12. So he is out in the business world. And the Securities and Exchange Commission had said that he could, or part of his sentence was that he could never hold an officer position with a public company. But that doesn't keep him from holding a position with a private company. So he is in the private industry starting over. Scary, isn't it? Because so scary. Let's hope he stays out of the hospital business. So that is this day in history. And like I said, I hope it didn't affect you in any way. Because what year was that? That was, I hate these advertisements, 2001, that they filed for bankruptcy. So, of course, just a few months before they filed for bankruptcy, that Jeffrey Skilling, cashes out $60 million worth of stock. So, but he did have to pay some pretty hefty fines as part of his conviction. But, he just gets out and starts over. And you gotta wonder, like, what kind of jail did he get? Like one of these white collar foo-foo jail type things. There was even one guy that, I forget what his involvement was, but he actually committed suicide. It was a pretty rough, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. Or maybe not. It passed. It passed. Ladies and gentlemen, it passed. All right, let's talk about Wednesday night, because it's by far one of the best nights of the week, as far as I'm concerned, for lives. I love Wednesday nights. That's because 6 p.m. is Craft with Me Wednesday. Craft with me. Crafting Journey. Craft with Me Wednesday. It's getting light outside. Not light like the sun is coming through, but you can tell it's daytime. But not quite. And it's, wow, can you believe that? So, boy, am I squirrely today. All right, so Craft with Me Wednesday, that is at 6 p.m. Central, and I am going to have a special guest, Crafting with Christy. Now, the idea I had invited her to come on my show because I wanted to help her get to 1,000 subscribers, and I had an ulterior motive. I wanted to get her to help me color. We're going to do some coloring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pages on my Patreon. I want my Patreons to vote which page should I color. But I want Christy she's really good at coloring. I'm going to have her give me some tips and tricks for coloring. But she's already at 1,000. She hit 1,000 last night. Good job, honey. Good job. Now the hard work continues. You don't get a break from here. It just gets harder. So that is at 6 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central is my girl, Crafty Heifer, Marissa McCartney. And it's actually, if you're looking for her channel, it's The Crafty Heifer. And I'll put in the little thing right here that has the schedule. And 8 o'clock is Purple Door Crafts. 9:30 is Tia's Crazy Craft Addictions. And I will be a guest on her show because we will be continuing the Sisters Dreamer Design Paint Along. And there will be giveaways tonight, or at least one giveaway. So you want to tune in for that because Tia gives away good stuff. She does. She really does. So that'll be fun, and a great night of Wednesday Night Lives. So, guys, if I see you in a live, say hello. If I'm, if you're in the chat, I'll say hello to you. Because I'm just thinking I'm going to be in 2 of the lives tonight. I will be in Crafty Heifer's live. That's usually when I eat dinner, so I run, after my live, I run and go cook some dinner, and then I join her like 10 or 15 minutes into it, so I can say hi to everybody. I'm always curious to see what she's going to be working on, because you never know with Crafty Heifer. It could be cross-stitch, could be diamond painting, could be, quilting. You never know with her, because she's super crafty, kind of like me, super crafty. I'll continue the confetti. And I am going to start my scarf. Since I have all this yarn left over, why not, right? So, you guys have a great Wednesday. If for some reason you can't make any of the lives tonight, #replay and enjoy your evening. And I love you all. Bye.